Hello viewers, welcome back. Today I'm going to discuss the distinction as a critic of the judgment of the task, distinction and aristocracy of culture. So, introduction, distinction and aristocracy of culture is an introductory chapter of the Pierre's famous sociological work Distinction, a social critique of judgment of task. 1979. In this work, Bourdieu argues that taste is not natural or universal. Instead, it is socially constructed and shaped by class position. According to him, the ruling class uses cultures and aesthetic preferences to maintain social power and creates divisions between classes. So the main argument of the task is socially constructed. Bourdieu rejects the idea good taste is natural. He explains that artistic preferences are shaped by education, upbringing, and social environment. People learned what to appreciate according to their class background. For example, upper class people may value classical music or abstract art. Working class people may prefer practical and entertaining forms of culture. Thus, taste becomes a maker of social distinction. Taste creates social hierarchy. Bourdieu says that culture works like an aristocracy. That elite class use cultural knowledge to appear superior. By defining the counts as high culture, they exclude lower classes from cultural authority. This process legitimates elite power, creates symbolic domination, and maintains inequality in society. Important concepts: culture practical, culture capital refers to non-economic assets such as education, language, manners, artistic knowledge, and lifestyle. People with high cultural capital gain social respect and power. Economic capital. Economic capital means wealth, money, and property. Where argues that money alone cannot guarantee entry into elite culture without cultural knowledge. Habitus. Habitus means the deeply rooted habits, attitudes, and preferences developed through family and social upbringing. Habitus unconsciously shapes a person's choices and worldview. So, three types of test: legitimate test, upper class, appreciation of complex and intellectual art, preferences for abstract and sophisticated culture associated with the bourgeoisie. Sorry for the pronunciation. Middle broadcast, middle class, preferences for popular but respectable culture, desire to imitate elite culture associated with the petite bourgeoisie. Sorry for the pronunciation. So the popular taste, working class, focus on practicality and entertainment, preferences for direct emotional satisfaction, reject abstract intellectual art. Themes of the text: class and culture, social inequality, power and domination, consumer culture, identity information, symbolic violence. Conclusion: Bourdieu distinction and the aristocracy of culture shows that cultural task is deeply connected to social class and power. What people eat, ear, watch, or appreciate artistically reflects their position in society. The task remains highly relevant today in understanding fashion, media, social, and culture as consumer behavior. Thank you so much for watching this video.